Katata curve ka trendsetter SUV ka bawandar kalapoy ha Shillong. One ban test drive ka coupe SUV paningkong ekari ani pila ban phone tikin number bala ay harum.
Umentri rangba ke jylla Conrad ki sangmau laong begitu ki belayo license na ke sokar India kilala ban Sdang no ke jingti Dewiong Mynta ni Lashai katkum ke jing Kloi jongki ban penbiang ke jing don kam. Abakran Mynta ke sngi Conrad laong bakani ke jing yo alat benti Dewiong biang kalong hadien ke jing kun ke belas lembha ha ke Kashri Supreme Court ke Ri India. Kila don langut ki belayo license benti Dewiong katkum ke jing start sayen ha ke ni ke jylla. Conrad ula pendikna bak sokar jylla rengkat ke Ministry of Coal kila penyo ke jingbit banti Dewiong da ke jing start sayen ha jylla. Kumshi benta na ke ni karai ke controller of coal ke sokar India bat ki terai banti par ha ke jylla kila ya soy ya lai teli ki soskular escrow bakin Sdang ti no ke Dewiong ha ki lai teli ki jaka bakan tup ya ke pendeng Shillong West Jaintia Hills sarang kham East Jaintia Hills bat kalom ya ki wa sarang East Jaintia Hills. Conrad ulapan pau ru banalor kini kilai teli ki project sakar art teli ki application kila don ha jing bishar ban ai ke jing minjur kesoka jylla ringkat bakatanan mining and geology kala tre klem shong that ban pinstead ya kani kam.
Yes, because people ask what's happened to the coal mines, so we have to answer back. So one, you may say it's a gimmick, but then it's a reply we have to give back to the people. Now, from our point of view, even yesterday, as I said, you can see from the press conference that was held there and the updates that I've put, that all the necessary permissions now have been given. And now the concerned individuals who have got the permissions to start the mining can start today, tomorrow, day after, next week, anytime they want. So I repeat again that this entire procedure was very, very, very tedious and very, very complicated, and was highly challenging for us. Previous governments could not decide on how to move forward, with due respect. I'm not trying to say they didn't do anything. It was a difficult decision, to be very frank. But we decided to, in a way, bite the bullet. And we went ahead and we challenged it in Supreme Court. We got the stay. We got the ban lifted. After that was done, I can again repeat, we had to go to Coal Ministry to create special provisions to allow mines owned by our people to be then mined and licenses and permissions to be given. So complete new SOP had to be prepared specifically for Meghalaya. Once that was done, then after that the necessary permissions from multiple departments and ministries of Government of India and central agencies and state government had to be taken, maybe 20, 30 of them. And this was being done for the first time. So in every ministry, every central agency, state government, some hurdle, some question, some clarification used to keep come up because it never happened. So all of this took more time than one could imagine. So now, as I said, final thing with the coal ministry had gone with all the necessary permissions from all the different agencies and departments. And this is what has been now placed in front of the ministry. And that is what yesterday we got the clearance. As I said, now the miners are free to start. Miners means these three miners, not anybody else. These three miners who have received the clearance can start mining. So now it's up to them when they want to start the mining.
So is it open cast mining?
Yeah, so it's a technology. Each one has submitted their mining plans. I don't have the details with me, so I don't want to be misquoted. So they have put in their mining plans. I don't know what the technical aspect of the mining plan is, but that mining plan again has been vetted by the central agencies and by Coal Ministry, and they've agreed in those particular circumstances where these particular mines are to use that particular technology and mining plan which has been proposed by the miners. So now all the clearances have been given, and as I said, now the miners, they can start their mining as per the mining plan.
So can we hope that there will be a full stop to illegal coal mining activities?
Yes, from the government side, that's exactly what we have been working towards. I reiterate that from the beginning, when this entire issue of coal ban took place, one had to realize, and I again repeat myself, that even when the decision was made, it should have been just and fair and transition based. You cannot stop a process of mining that has been going on for the last 2 centuries and expect people just to stop what they've been doing for their livelihood for past 100 years, 200 years. So therefore, while a process had to be adopted, the agencies that had banned the mining that time should have approached by the process of allowing the people to adapt and given them a time to transit into a cleaner process and given them options. Now, this is something that is so from government point of view, it's very clear. So you either you provide the miners the necessary permissions and the process through which they can legally mine, or you will find people they've been doing what they've been doing for 200 years, and suddenly you take away their livelihood. So obviously there's going to be reaction. So it's natural, but obviously as a government, since the decisions were made by different agencies, we had to be very strict and implement a lot of provisions. But as I said, when thousands and lakhs of people's livelihood is dependent, obviously it takes time, and there is a lot of concern, and it's difficult to, as I said, to tell people that don't do what you've been doing for 100 years, 200 years for your livelihood, and you snatch away their livelihood. So it's not easy. So point being that it was a very difficult phase. And in those difficult phases, we saw, sometimes there would be some cases, some situations would come up, some cases of illegal mining could have been there. These are processes. Wherever we saw it, we stopped it, we took action. But as I said, to completely put a stop to everything is not easy, because people were doing it for 100 years. That's why, again, I repeat. So it had to be really, handled with a lot of care. A lot of push had to be put into ensuring that government would clear our files. A lot of meetings with central government agencies and ministry. So it has been very tough. So now we are hopeful. We are hopeful that with this happening, that we will now see things smoothen out. We will see things now come to normalcy. Nobody wants to follow the illegal way. Nobody. Even the miners don't want to do it. But as I said, since their choice was not there earlier, provisions were not there earlier, for their livelihood, they would find some way or the other to sustain their livelihood. And and it was kind of a difficult situation for them and for us also. But as I said, now that we have come to this point where the licenses have been given and the clearances have been given for 3 miners, and they can start their mining even, as I said, as early as tomorrow, day after, provided they follow the provisions in their mining plan. I'm hopeful that this will be the beginning of us seeing the entire sector become more regulated and more systematic, and all activities which are not proper will see things decrease and hopefully close down all kind of illegal aspects in the coming days.